What's going on, everyone? Kelly Cavalier here, and welcome to today's edition of the Honky Tonk Highway. We're going to have a little fun today. In case you missed last week's, guys, today is another one of the choreography challenges, and it's going to be a little fun. I have Debbie Rushton and Tim Johnson going to be joining here momentarily, or as Willie Brown in the chat has already named them, Team Dim. So, if you like what you see in hashtag Team Dim, Willie, I really need to know where you come up with these things. So, guys, don't forget, we're just over a week away from the 7 and 7 workshop. Join me and a bunch of other people from the USLDCC. We're going to be teaching you some awesome dances that qualified us for the finals. It's going to be Saturday, July 25th from 10 to 5 Eastern Time. And we're going to be teaching dances that all qualified us for a spot in the finals with a shot on the line of going to World Dance Masters and teaching next year. Also, if you missed yesterday's, I already posted the catch-up, but every Tuesday, the Honky Tonk Highway has now come to Line Dancer Radio. I'll be doing a 2-hour radio show from 2 to 4 UK time, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time on Line Dancer Radio. So, today's going to be a little bit different because not only are you going to get me, I'm bringing on a co-host. He's one of my good friends, one of the original guys that started Streamline. He also did this challenge already last week. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Daniel Trepat. What's up, brother?
Woohoo! Hey, Kelly and everybody here. Yay! I'm so happy to be co-host tonight.
So you get to sit on this side of it this time. What was it like doing the challenge last week?
Extremely nervous. I was so stressed because we had to finish it within an hour, and we didn't know what the song was. We were like, oh no. So and then we had to do it with the two other boys, with Jose and JP. It was extremely stressful because we thought like, shit, we want to bring a good dance. It was an amazing track. And I'm so happy now to sit on this side of the chair.
That and JP was in the jungle last week.
Yes.
So
yeah, he had his own camera crew there.
All right, so without further ado, guys, I'm going to bring on our two contestants this evening, as I like to call them. Ladies and gentlemen, both of them are from England. Miss Debbie Rushton and Mr. Tim Johnson. What's going on, guys?
Hello.
Team Dim.
So we got Team Dim, as Willie has affectionately called it.
I prefer Team Debbathy.
That's way better. Debbathy.
Team Debbathy.
Team Debbathy.
Team Debbathy.
Debbathy. Okay.
Debbathy. So, guys, are you excited to be on the challenge this week?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I think, like as Danny's just said, like it's so nerve-wracking trying to fit so much into an hour. Sometimes it takes me an hour just to phrase something if it's a really confusing song.
Well,
you got
your main man as your partner. I've heard you just like to make him dance around and tell him what to do, and 30 minutes later you have a dance.
Dance monkey over there.
Don't support this. Okay?
Just let him do everything. Just sit back and relax as a queen.
So Tim came on and joined us and was doing some commentating near the end of last week's comp. So he kind of got blindsided when I threw him into this mix last week. I will say this, though. So last week I gave a poll up, and I put a poll up for them to choose a song. I did not do that this week. And I actually did not pick the song. So right after the comp last week, when it was revealed that you two would be the ones doing it, Mr. Daniel actually sends me a message saying, I actually have the perfect song for these two.
Oh my goodness.
And he sent it over, and I actually agreed with him. This song actually was really good, very fitting, I feel, for you two. I was kind of shocked when I checked Copperknob and there was no dances to it either.
Barbie Girl or something.
Do what, Debs?
I said, it's going to be like Barbie Girl or something like that, where there's a girl part and a boy part.
Well...
I actually wanted to choreograph myself to it, and I had this song, and the boy said to me like, "Oh, Tim would love this song. He would die for a song like this." So I talked to Kelly, and yeah. So no pressure, guys.
actually going to
That's the reason. And it's not that you're giving it to us because the phrasing is so bad that you didn't want to do it yourself.
Could be.
Oh, man.
All right. Both of you should have just got a message on Facebook through Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know if you got it and you can get to the song.
Yeah.
All right. Don't play it yet because then everyone can hear it. And now I might get kicked off of Facebook.
That's true.
So the track, for anybody who wants, and I'm sure we'll get it shared in the link comments below, is the song 80s Baby by New Kids on the Block. So for all of our boy band lovers, and Tim has already got excited. Look at that.
Look at him, he's up and ready to go.
I know, I got the lead singer of a boy band pretty much as your partner, Deb, and you got a boy band song. Look at that. So,
Yep.
both of you have the track?
Got the track.
What's the track called, Kelly?
80s Baby by
80s Baby.
New Kids on the Block. 80s Baby. New Kids on the
Now,
Block.
why did you give this up? I mean, it's awesome. Thanks.
So,
I wanted you to have a good song.
You are the man. Now we just got to try and finish it in an hour. Thanks.
So, what I'm going to have you two do, because you'll still be able to hear us, I'm going to have y'all mute your mics. That way we can't hear you guys. That way y'all can call at each other, but we won't hear the music. And without further ado, the timer is up. Your 60 minutes starts now.
Good luck, guys. 60 minutes. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
So everyone already in the chat is loving it. They're like, NKOTB, they're screaming. Jen Wolfers is like, please do a power grab, Tim. I'm assuming, Jim, that's a power grab is when they're going to powerfully grab with their hands. I'm guessing that's a English thing. No. Are we wanting...
Power grab.
I guarantee you, after how much he was wanting it last week, we are going to see Tim put a shimmy in here.
Yes.
I'll guarantee
So,
it.
if he doesn't put a shimmy, I'll be disappointed.
Yep.
was
Just
like
because he's like throwing all those boy band moves. The track is really cool. I loved it when Daniel sent it to me. It has that whole
80s feeling.
yeah, that whole all the boy band. You got Salt and Peppa in there, Debbie. It was awesome. Maddie B says she better see the hanging tough move.
The heck
Willie
puck
Brown.
move.
I guarantee you we're gonna see some hip bumps. Knowing Tim, we're gonna see some hips, and knowing what Debbie's gonna tell them, as you can obviously see, Debbie's already assumed the position on the couch. Tim is writing down some. Looks like what they're doing is they're gonna try to phrase it out first. The phrasing didn't sound too horrible when I listened to it.
I actually, to be fair, I never counted it.
I didn't count it either. To be fair, I wanted to make sure. I tried not to count it when you sent it to me. I did listen to it, and Kelly's like, Daniel's giving this up? I go, I know. It was a great track.
Yeah, I
know. Amy Gross had asked, who's going to be next? I'm working on that, but Willie Brown's probably not going to like to hear this. I did say I was going to contact Lee Hamilton. He was off the list of people Willie said he would like to choreograph with. Willie, the track is 80s Baby by New Kids on the Block. So that is one of the matchups. I know I have a whole list of people who last week that said who they would want to see in this. So the possibilities are endless of craziness we can ensure. Daniel, you'll find this hysterically funny. I got an email last week after the show from a woman that said, what I should do is pick one song, get two people and have them write two different dances to it, and then have it both taught the next day and let the crowd pick which one goes on. That could get interesting.
But that's a little bit like the Pro Challenge competition in Chicago.
Right, but at least you guys got different songs. She said we should give them both the same song.
That's interesting. That would be like, I think that would be really cool.
I think it might.
But then people have to vote, and then the dance with the most votes should win, and the other one should drop the dance. I think.
I agree. I think Amy said we should put Darren and Amy against it. Amy Gross.
Yes.
Pick one song.
Yes. That will be amazing.
And then have Lucy be the judge.
Ooh.
So that might be one. Don't worry, I know there was a lot of questions asked last week. There is still going to be a country one challenge. The Battle of the Baileys. That just sounds like it could end badly. One make a bar dance, one make a social dance.
It will end up in a divorce.
Maddie B said we could do that too and have one be a bar dance and one be a social dance. That's actually not a bad idea. One that gets taught in the country bars and one gets taught on the line dance circuit. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
That could be very interesting.
You can even go further into competition dance.
Yeah. Yeah, it could.
Like if it's a good technical dance, it could be chosen as a competition dance for one of the organizations.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's like, thank you. I'm glad you like the track, Rona. Daniel, I when he said it to me, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be good. And I agree with him. It is right up Tim's alley. If you look at some of the dances Tim has written in the past, this is like right in line with that. If you see him as he's counting, he's already starting to move his hips, preparing for his shimmies and his hip bumps.
Shimmies.
So they both called me earlier. Debbie was messaging me and Tim was calling me like, so what should I expect? I go, nothing. I go, this is just, you got 60 minutes. I try not to pick phrase dances. I try not to pick phrase dances too much. Tags and restarts. Ooh, Antoinette says, what about girls versus guys? Girls superheroes versus, that could get, ooh.
Yeah, that's interesting themes though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have to see if I can get. Yeah, that could be a fun one depending on what girls and what guys we get.
Yeah, have like 3 guys, 3 girls.
Yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah, that could definitely be a team versus team challenge.
And pair the worst with each other. No.
So, as you see, Debbie is still sitting down. She hasn't really moved. Tim's laughing because they can still hear us. We just can't hear them. Debbie shakes her head. So from what I've heard, and they both told the story that pretty much what happens when they get together is Debbie sits there, Tim starts dancing. Debbie goes, no, I don't like that. Do that, this here, do that, this here. And Tim just dances around while Debbie comes up with the ideas.
Well, I know somebody else who does that as well. Mr. Roy Verdonk, he just sits down as the king, same as Debbie, being the queen, and tell us, oh, do this movement. No, do a kosher step there. Yeah. I know the feeling. I know what Tim feels.
Steve Bennett just gave me a great idea. North America versus Europe. Ooh, well, that's a lot like the.
Yeah, that's like Chicago.
That's like Chicago, but giving them the same song. That could be interesting to see what we come up with here from what from what we usually see, and then what is done over there. That could be an interesting one, Steve. Good job. Amy Gross says Amy, Joe, and Rhoda against Darren, Shane, and Fred. Ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah. You want to talk about the house divided.
Wow.
Ouch. Actually, since we know Georgina Whitehouse is watching, Georgina has choreographed before, we should do a Georgina and Amy versus Darren and Fred. Or a couple.
Yes.
Fred and Georgina against Amy and Darren. That could be fun as well.
Yes. So couples against couples.
That could get I can bring
Kelly,
it.
you got like a show for the next 3 years.
I know. I know. I'm coming, and everyone's like, "This is." And I know we taught the show where we talked about the amount of dances being done. This is also one way that all of them are not writing multiple dances. I'm bringing a bunch of people together to write one dance, and then one dance is released, not multiple. So, and I try. I'm doing my best. Copper Knob is not my friend. Finding songs that have not had 74 dances released to it has been.
But to be honest, most choreographers choreograph so many dances nowadays.
Yep.
And so many people choreograph to the same track. And it is really hard nowadays to find songs that has not been choreographed to.
Agreed.
And like I had this conversation with Scott, and he only choreographs like 5 or 6 dances
a year.
max.
A year max, yeah.
Well, I said to Scott, I can't do that.
No.
Because he choreographs for higher level non-country.
Yes.
So I have already the problem because I teach on lower level and I need country.
Right.
So that I need already more dances. So it is really hard not to choreograph a lot of dances because in my position I want to hit more markets. Scott only hits the higher level market non-country, so that makes it really, really hard. And that's why I think there's so many dances nowadays. But I have to admit, some choreographers choreograph, I think, too much.
I'll agree.
And I think it takes away the creativity. And I remember Darren Bailey posting a post saying about that there should be a rule that you can only choreograph so many dances a year. And what's going to happen with that is that people will be more selective with which song they choose.
It was funny because he made that post right before I had him and Fred and JP Potter on, and we did the roundtable discussion on this exact topic. And then Chris Gonzalez shared a while back ago. Excuse me, everyone. I'm like, I felt it coming. I'm like, Chris Gonzalez shared, I believe it was the guy from Kick It.
Yeah.
And he did a list of choreographers and how many dances they've done for the past year. And I think one person had like 147 dances on it. I'm like,
wow.
How? I'm like, I've been competing, and sometimes I write more for the competitions, and I still don't even come up with. I think the max I've ever wrote in 1 year is 18, and that was when 1 year I was competing, and I was trying to get as many dances in the comp as possible to have more out there.
Yeah. Well, I have choreographed exactly the total now. Well, including the one from last week, 201. Since 2005.
So that's actually not bad. That's 15 years. That's
no, actually 2004, actually more.
Right. So what? 14 a year ish?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, ish. Sometimes I only choreograph 10 a year. So yeah. There is an echo when I speak.
I don't hear it on my end. That's what why do I blame for my name being mentioned? Who do I blame? You can blame me, Georgina. I said, since we know you choreograph because you have the dance with Fred, and I know you've competed at World Dance Masters before because I remember seeing those posts, that it should be either you and Amy versus Darren and Fred, or you and Fred versus Darren and Amy in a comp, which would be fun to watch. So you can blame me. And your mom agreed with me, though. She said, girl power. So.
Yeah.
Maddie B asked, Daniel, you choreographed for the WDCF line comps. I believe you do, don't you?
Yes, I've choreographed for World for UCWDC.
Right.
There's dances been done in every organization of my that has chosen dances of mine as well to be one of the competition dances. Yes.
All right, so we're about 15 minutes in. Timmy is still up counting. Debs has now left the chair and is up counting. It looks like they're actually talking to each other now, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
But Debbie hasn't sat back down yet, so she hasn't started telling Tim what to do. So, uh-oh, Tim's waving his arms. We're about to see the boy band breakdown.
Yes. Oh, I see popping and locking. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm so happy you asked me to be on this part of the chair. Oh, so because last week was Tim, of course, in this place.
Yep, Tim came on near the end and was doing the talking with me near the end of it to give a little insight on you guys behind the scenes. So I wanted it to have where I can talk to someone and talk with a chat. That way we can turn around and discuss what they're doing. Because I know you already went through this, so you know what they're going through right now.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh, and trust me, last week it was really difficult to do because normally what we do is like, all right, you send a video, and you send forward and back, you send videos to each other. So for me, it was the first time doing it like live on international live television here, and then live with the boys. It was quite stressful because also because of the space. We didn't have like a big space to use,
Right.
and my kitchen was totally open, so I definitely didn't have a big space to move.
Yeah, you were getting
So I totally understand where they are now, and it's, trust me, for everybody that is gonna be doing this in the future with you, good luck, because you have to see each other through a small screen, and then of course there's the counter in the back of your mind that is going, and then you need to finish it and be quick. So if you can't choreograph quick, this is gonna be even harder. So, and for me it was easier because I know Jose, and I know when he says something, I'm like, oh yeah, yep, I know where he comes from. And JP, I'm starting to get to know better in choreography as well. So yeah, it was easier for me to work with those guys.
right.
And I think Tim and Debbie will have the same, that they will feed from each other. They will, and it will help them a little bit more. But at the end of the day, it is difficult.
Yeah.
It is really difficult. So I'm really curious how they're gonna do. Yeah, Tim is already wiping his sweat.
He is.
He's already sweating.
So Jennifer and Jacqueline just recommended, should we do the shots at 30 minutes again?
Yes.
So I think that might just have to happen. Trevor says, "What's up, boys? What's up, Trev? Might have to get you in on one of these comps with this little thing."
Yeah, traveling. That would be good.
That could be a fun time.
Hey, in Team America, Team America against Europe,
It could be.
and then you can even have Team Asia and Team Australia.
We'd have to get the Asians up really early. Like it's like what? 5? It's like 5:30 for it's 6:30 in the morning for Grace.
Grace and Philip will always do it.
This is true. This is true.
Yes. So because we had Grace, we had on the CBA
3 a.m.,
weekend.
right?
3 a.m.
It was 3 a.m. for her interview the other day too.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
so-
because we have a 13-hour time difference, and I'm like, whoo. Like I remember
Yes.
when I got Maddie on. Me and Maddie have a 14-hour time difference. It was just before 7 a.m. her time when she came on the show. So. Jen Rogers says, I only got out of the swimming pool to remind them. Go back to enjoying your swimming pool. It was hot here all day, and now I got rain here in Florida, so no swimming for me tonight. Well, thank you, Nancy. I'm hoping everyone's enjoying the choreography challenge. I thought it was a great idea to get a look into how some of the choreographers' process goes, how they think, what they go through. and I thought doing it in pairs brought a whole different level to it. Don't worry, I plan on doing it where I just challenge one person and have a couple co-hosts, and we watch them choreograph for an hour. See how they go through, and they talk us through the process of what they go through. Finding the music though, I like to add a challenge that they don't know. It kind of does what Chicago does, where what I did is what I took, and Daniel can remember this. I took what Chicago does and mixed it with, remember the Renegade Division in the UCWDC? Yes.
Yeah.
So
Will still has it.
Do they? Oh.
Yes.
So the Renegade Division in the UCWDC used to be 60 minutes before the comp, they played you a music mix. It could be one song, it could be a multiple songs, it can go from one genre. You have no idea what it's going to be. You have 1 hour, and then the competition starts, and you go out and perform to that song. And that's how you're judged.
Actually, back in the days, like really early days, Renegade was just one song.
Mm-hmm.
You heard 10 seconds and go on. So you heard like 10, 15 seconds of the song, and then you had to go straight on. So no time, no an hour to practice or
right.
Because what happened was when eventually when we turned it to an hour, people start recording the songs.
Yep.
And choreographing to it in an hour.
Remember the year? I don't know if you were at UCWDC the year. Remember when Sam Arvinson and a couple of the guys got together, and they came out and all did the worm together. So like seven of the competitors were doing the exact same thing to start off the competition.
Yeah, but back in the days, Renegade was anything goes.
Mm-hmm.
There was people doing backflips. There was people doing. Oh my god! It was like amazing. It was like a whole show, but improvisation.
Right.
And the best was, I will never forget, the best Renegades was when Pedro Machado was in it, Johnny Two Step.
Yep.
And even Tom Mickers back in the days, he did it.
Yes.
Oh,
John Knights just commented saying he remembers and loved dancing in the Renegade Division. It was I missed it. I used to love watching it. And what I did is pretty much took the concepts of the Renegade Division and what Chicago does. And instead of leaving the DJ up to the song, I figured I'd pick it, and then today you picked it, and actually last week I let the crowd decide what category. I didn't tell them the songs. They didn't get to hear the songs. They get to either pick a country or non-country. I'll definitely still going to do a country one, guys. Don't worry. It will not be the country track that was supposed to be in last week's comp. So, nope. I decided to keep that one. And, me and Daniel are going to be working on something to that one. Don't worry. I played it for the boys afterwards, and they're like, we would have loved getting the country track too. So.
Yeah, it's an amazing track. So Kelly,
what's up?
If we choreograph it before the 15th of August,
ooh,
I will teach it on the Extreme Challenge event.
All right, we can. That gives us a month. Perfect. That's plenty of time.
There you go.
Oh, Maddie B just says, poor Tim Perez. Once I found out about the Renegade Division, I was all over him asking why it was gone. Time.
Well, actually, World CDF still has it.
World CDF still has it. I know UCWDC don't. They just ran out of not having enough time to do everything. Because the other thing that UCWDC used to do was that Worlds versus USA team challenge for one of the shows, which was awesome.
Oh, yeah. I was in it a couple of times. Yeah. The first time I was in it, that was... we did like a kids routine with cheerleading. And because I was the oldest, I had to throw all the girls in the air and everything.
Of course.
Yeah, I was at that time, I was 15 or something, 15 or 16 years old. Good time, good old times.
Kelly just chimed in and said, "That's going to take away from Fortnite."
Nope. We'll do it in Fortnite.
We'll do it in Fortnite. Side note: did you see any? Yes, I did, Maddie. For those of Maddie, what they're reading, Worlds right now, UCWDC announced today that as of right now, they plan on hosting the World Championships in San Antonio at the end of the year, the first week of January. As of right now, what has been done is they removed all qualifications. So, as long as you are a UCWDC member, what that letter says that it was posted on their Facebook page, Keith Armbruster's page, Calgary's done it, shared it. As long as you're a UCWDC member, you can sign up and register for Worlds. No qualifications. Anybody can show up and dance.
Oh,
I know.
I can come.
You technically could.
Yeah. Well, I think I lost all my points. I'm back in advance.
Tim's busting out the boy band moves. Willie says, "You should have known that was gonna happen."
Where's the shimmies? Where are the shimmies? Tim, I want shimmies.
He's looking at the screen, all worried. We can't hear you, Tim. You forget you're muted. We can't hear what you're saying. He's talking to us like we can hear him.
I think he has muted us as well, because he wants to focus on the song, I think.
They're going to get a rude awakening in just over 5 minutes because I'm going to pause them.
I only have seen Tim dance.
Are we surprised yet? Daniela just said I missed the beginning. No, we're pretty much in the same position as we were 25 minutes in. Debbie's telling Tim what to do. Tim's dancing around. Georgina just said she just saw. We must have not been paying attention. She goes, "We saw." Oh no, she might have just heard what we said. Yes, shimmies. Georgina, what is y'all's obsession with the shimmy?
Yes,
are we being quiet enough for you? I know you're back. You posted your first day back to work. You wanted us to keep the noise down.
Well, be happy that Jose's not in with his laugh. Yeah, that will wake up all the neighbors.
So speaking of one Whitehouse, I have the other Whitehouse on tomorrow. He will be my guest. I'm going to be doing another show like I did about Guyton with the top 10 dances. Tomorrow's dances are all Fred Whitehouse dances, and Fred has agreed to come on and give us a little commentary on what he was thinking when he wrote them, which could be good, bad, or scary.
And is it your top 10 of Fred's dances?
My top 10. Just like I did, which was funny because I ranked Guyton's, and then someone, I think it was Chris Lovelock, sent me the flyer from Guyton's Last Dance in England. I think it was Stoke, where they ranked his top 10, what they thought his top 10 was. My top 10 was nowhere close. There was dances in there that I didn't put in the top 10. There was dances that were his number one dance. My number one dance was their number 9. Natural Selection was their 9th.
Oh, Natural Selection! I remember that from competition.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was the dance that made Guyton famous.
It was the one that put him on the map when the UCWDC had him do it. Yep.
Yeah.
They had him change it to the 64 counts for competition, and when they made it for the competition.
Yeah, I remember. I danced to that song in competition.
Yep, I remember. So, almost a halfway mark. It looks like a good amount of dancing is being done, at least by Tim's part.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris just said it was Newcastle. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I knew it was. You sent me one of them. I couldn't remember the event. Guyton's last Newcastle. They did a top 10, and yeah, I was shocked when I saw it. A lot of great dances in there. It's just my top 10 was a little different. That's why I'm doing it my top 10. That way, no one can really. I don't have to hold a voting, and no one can say, "Well, I didn't like that one." This is all my opinion.
Yeah,
it's what I thought.
Good. That's good. I'm curious about your Fred's top 10 then.
And what I'm going to have them do is I'm going to have everyone at the beginning see if they can guess what number 1 will be before I start. And then I'm going to have Fred write down what he thinks my number 1 is before I start. To see. Because last week, him and Georgina actually guessed my 1 and 2. Georgina guessed my second place one. Fred actually guessed my first place one for Guyton. So Fred actually guessed I was going to pick Natural Selection.
Okay.
So, and then I had Sound of Silence as my number 2. So.
But the thing is, with Europe and America, will have way different opinions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can understand that people will, like in Europe, will not guess your top 10. Also, because in Europe, most of them, they don't know you so well yet.
A lot of them, believe it or not, there was nothing in my top 10 that no one knew. Everyone at least knew the 10 dances.
Yeah. Who doesn't know Guyton's dances?
Actually, I take that back. My number 9 was, there was 2 dances, the first 2, and you'll remember this because you were around. The 2 dances that Guyton won his first 2 world titles with. The one to the Will Smith song, and then the one to Dirty by Christina Aguilera. That never got released. He never taught them anywhere. They're up on Copper Knob apparently, but they were never up on Copper. They never were taught. So, but you were around, so you will remember that. So, yes. Shane McKeever, look at you, Shane, a day early coming in with his vote. Limelight. Don't worry, Shane, you're gonna be next, brother. I got some ones just because I want to see you sweat.
I want to see Shane sweat. Yes.
I don't know. Shane, Smooth Legs. How's your hair coming back, by the way?
Yeah. How's your hair coming back?
For those who had missed it, Shane did have his legs waxed a couple weeks ago. All right, we're about 30 minutes in. We got about 30 seconds before I make them stop, and we're gonna find out.
Waxed, and it's all back, so his legs should be back out as well.
Shane was fat. Might make a bet with Fred for tomorrow. He was fast with his bet. I bet different. Ooh, Georgina's betting different.
Somebody's saying, careful, Daniel, or you may end up...
All right, let's pause the timer. All right, hey, guys, can you hear us? Can you unmute your mics for a quick minute? I know, did they... Hey, Debs? Debs, can you unmute your mic? Unmute your mics for a minute.
Yes, tell it also to Tim.
I think she's going back.
Yo.
All right, we can hear her now. All right, don't worry. I've stopped the timer. The timer is stopped.
Yay.
So, how's it going so far?
Can you add an extra half an hour to it?
You've got your 30 minutes in. Man. You're 30 minutes in. You're at the halfway mark.
You want to double that for us?
Nope. Nice try. So, how's it going so far?
Well, it's really nice of you to give us such a phrased song. Like, that's really nice.
You're welcome.
That's really kind.
So, do we have a phrasing yet? Is that a good sign or no?
Yes.
Yeah. It has to be phrased because it's such a good song, I think.
That's good. So
at least you like the song.
Don't run away. But it's ABC with a tag.
ABC with a tag, not bad.
I would call it ABCD, so Tim's being nice.
Yeah.
I want a tag because people like tags. Everyone loves a tag.
The people want to know,
Timmy. In that
Timmy.
case, it's A with 3 tags.
A with 3 tags. Oh, wow. Timmy, everyone wants to know, have you put a shimmy in yet?
Yeah.
Not yet, it's coming. Oh, there's some shimmy space in this bad boy, let me tell you.
So,
shimmy here.
The boys wouldn't put one in. I was team shimmy last week. Not one. And Willie, by the way, that is a terrible name, okay? Hence, grey socks, right? Because no one likes white socks.
So, we, guys, we're 30 minutes in, and the chat has agreed that halfway through, the tradition should be the same as last week, and
yes,
we have the
shots.
And we have the halfway shot.
Shots.
I have to go to the kitchen.
Tim, you should have just had me to have one ready for you.
Yeah.
And no water, no milk, no water.
As Debbie going back, I think.
No, for the people who don't know, Jose, we had to do a lot of shots, and then suddenly he started to do milk. They were drinking Baileys as shots, and he changed it for milk, and nobody knew. So everybody was doing shots, and then it was like still normal.
Funny story, JP, I'm really sorry. This bottle of rum has probably been pretty much around the world following JP, because he was like, can you bring me some rum at one event? I was like, yeah, of course, my bro. So I got this one, as you can read, Captain Drama, and he's never taken it. So I'm really sorry, mate. I'm going to open it now. It's been over a year.
Yes, now it's time to be open then.
So they're pouring their shots. We're doing the 30-minute shots. That way we can turn around and continue the competition. They have a little more liquid courage.
Inspiration, this is
Inspiration.
To that.
called. Inspiration.
Oh, look at Deb emptying the bottle for us. Look at you, Debs.
There you
Des,
go.
what have you got?
Oh, sours, babe. I'm going easy.
Sours, babe. Going proper.
Sours, babe.
Sours, babe.
All right, so bottoms up to the halfway point of this craziness that we ensured so far, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers up.
Cheers, guys. Whoop, whoop.
All right.
Okay.
Now that you're done shooting, you can go back to muting your microphones. And
Done shooting. Go muting.
Gun shooting, gun
you can
muting.
mute it, and we are going to go
So
back
if nothing
to...
else, we're having a great time.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. We're watching. It's been great.
Yes.
And the timer is starting.
Okay, I'm muting. I'm going. Debs, I'll ring you. Love you. Bye.
Timer started back up.
I'm actually curious how far they were, actually. We forgot to ask them.
If I think they're gonna no. He goes, no, you don't want to know. And Tim, Shane McKeever says you should take an extra shot for JP. I don't think he heard us. Either that or he's like, nope. So, and to answer the question earlier, it is going to be a collab, so it's just not dances that Fred choreographed on his own. It's total collabs that Fred has written and had his name on in general will be in my top 10. So, that will be tomorrow, and I'm sure Georgina is going to be in the chat, like always, giving us her input on Mr. Whitehouse. So,
Yeah.
Georgina, who knew saying shots would clear a room? I know, right?
I saw that one passing by, yeah. Yeah, shots, and they were like, poof. Now, I'm really curious how they're going to manage to do ABC tag in an hour. That's Speedy Gonzalez choreographer. There's the hip bump.
There it is.
Hey, there's the hip bump.
There's the boy band moves.
Yes. There you go. Up.
I'm really surprised Timmy just didn't bust into his collection of boy band music videos and start stealing all the moves from NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block.
Yes. I saw Michael Jackson.
Shane. Well, obviously, Fred's top 5 will be ones he's done with me. Oh, Shaney.
Yeah, but it's not going to be Fred's top 5. It's going to be Kelly's top 10.
Oh, that's funny. Deb's moving. Deb is dancing now. This is a good sign. She's not making Timmy do the whole thing.
There you go.
Look at that.
Oh, and it's so hard because they're working like what we did on the phone. Or, yeah, and then you see just a small screen, and plus the music is then not sync. So
No.
and last week when I was doing it, then I had to play the music.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And I had to play the music, and then
Right.
JP tried to count me in, but he was one count
Off.
later than me. Oh, I'm like, JP, stop counting. So yeah, it is so hard, but respect, if they pull it off, ABC, hack, boy.
I'm actually surprised that Timmy doesn't have it flip-flopped and doesn't have the music going through his phone or a laptop, and because I know he has one laptop going to have for our call, but doesn't have Debbie's phone call up on the big screen.
Yes, that's what I thought he would do.
I thought for sure with his setup that's what he'd do. He would flip-flop that. That way he can set everything up today and have the big screen to watch Deb's on the big screen.
Yeah, I thought he would do that. That would be like easier to do.
Looks like Debbie just stole a move from Beyonce. Little single ladies action there.
Yes.
They both heard that one.
I saw also the Michael Jackson foot going, and I see some
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we don't want to know what we want to call that.
twerking. I saw some twerking.
Who
Yeah,
needs oiling?
Beyonce.
That's my chair, Julie. We have the new chair on order. My computer chair is a little squeaky, hence why I don't use this one when I do the radio show. It's very loud. So, but Kelly is out on the other computer working on her desk, so I could not steal her chair for today.
So you need a new chair.
I am, and I'm looking at gaming chairs. Kelly's like, why do you need a gaming chair? Well, if I'm gonna be in it,
I sent you a picture of the best chair.
your chairs take up the entire room.
Well, hey, how amazing would be that setup for anything? Like
It would be.
having all those screens. Yeah, for everybody's information, I sent like a picture to you, Kelly, with like the perfect gaming chair.
It is.
And basically it pulls you down, and then the screens come in front of you, and you have like 3 TV screens in front.
It looks like a big virtual reality station.
Yeah,
That's what it looks
it's
like.
amazing.
It's awesome.
It's only $40,000.
Only. And takes up about the size of an entire room. It's
Yeah.
massive.
Wait, I think I have the picture. Wait, because now everybody's gonna be curious which chair I mean.
Tim is Tim is bouncing forward with his hands in the air. Kelly says, "That's not in the budget, Danny."
Yeah, I can't find the chair. Where is it?
It's in one of our WhatsApps.
Yeah.
That I know. 'Cause
I only found this one, but I
that's the
don't know-
computer screen from the other night, the big curved one that you sent me. Yep.
Yes, that's the big curved one, but not the chair. Oh well, shame. So, but yes, you should get a chair like that.
Amy, no, we did not get a shimmy yet. From the looks like it looks like Tim is gonna work getting that in. So Debbie's now bouncing her butt back and forth.
Yes, they have. How long did they have now?
They have about
25 minutes.
just under 25 minutes, about 23, and I'm feeling optimistic for him.
Yeah, well, I keep my fingers crossed. So yeah, but that's why we chose like improve the dance last week, and we barely managed to do it like in an hour.
Oh, Mr. JP Maj has joined the chat. Wow, JP, you're up late. Asking if Tim has shaked his peach yet. Tim has
Yes, he
shaked his
did.
peach all over his house.
Yes, from left to right, from left to right.
He's got Debbie. Of course, Debbie's having him shake his peach everywhere. For those who don't know, peach is his bum. Tim thinks he has a very good peach, as he likes to say.
Everybody always talks about his speech.
Oh, we got a little, looks like Jackson 5 move there. Little
Yeah,
Michael Jackson
some,
walk around.
Light, some turning moonwalking. Yeah.
Drive safe, Georgina. I know you don't have that long to go. Uh-oh, he's getting the pad and paper back out. This cannot end well. Watch, they're going to come back and say, oh, we forgot there's an F, G, and an H as well.
Probably. Yeah, I never counted the song. I just thought it was an amazing song. So maybe because it was like an A B C D E E F G dance.
Right.
So that's why nobody choreographed to it.
As Shane says, JP, he also stole your rum. He's doing the shots. We did the 30-minute shot.
Yeah.
So Tim and Debs did their 30-minute shot at the halfway point. The song, it's 80s Baby by New Kids on the Block is the name of the song for those who missed it. We'll definitely post the track after. That way you can see it. Great track. Yeah. Absolutely great track.
I found the song like, I think a year ago. I found the song a year ago and I was like, oh, such a great track. And I just left it in my playlist and hoping that nobody else would choreograph to it. And when you came up with this challenge, I was like,
ooh,
it's great for them. It's a great dance for Tim, and I was hoping Debbie would like it as well. Yeah.
Yes, JP, it was your captain drama, and as Shane says, changing phrasing. Here comes X, Y, and Z. That would be that would definitely be funny. All of a sudden, I come back and Shane did agree. The tag is a D, Tim. You don't get to just call it a tag. It's A, B, C, D.
D. Yeah. So, do you have anybody in mind for next week then?
I have a couple people. I asked Willie yesterday. Willie is he's not sure he wants wants to be a part of it, but he did give a list of people who he's wanted to choreograph with, and Lee Hamilton did come up, and I've thought about messaging Lee. Not quite sure. It all depends on what song, and do I stick to having it 2 people again? Do we go back to 3, 4? The numbers are endless.
Yeah. Well, I think you should like do 2 again, and then go for challenges like with more people.
I'm thinking.
So the competition things against.
Oh, Willie has written with Lee before. Okay, so that would be a good one then. You've already experienced it. So I might have to look into that one. Oh no, I haven't seen Fred chime in yet tonight. So once I have him on tomorrow, I might try to convince him on. I think so. Connie just asked, what dance has the most parts? A, B, C, D, or E? I think it's A is what they're saying, because I think Debbie said A has to have the tags in it. Is what they said. We'll find out near the end. So yeah, I might try to convince Fred tomorrow, see if he's up for it, and then see what their Trevor chimed in earlier. I can always call my boy up that I live 10 minutes away from now.
I do like the idea, the Baileys against the Whitehouse.
I do like that idea too. Darren and Amy versus Georgina and Fred.
Yes.
That would be a very interesting one, because then they're in the same house, so they're choreographing with someone there in person, which could be fun to do.
Yes.
So
that would be really cool to do. I think that would be an amazing challenge.
Shane just said Fred's not here because he goes, because I beat him in golf today, Kelly. He's hiding with shame. Has he beat you yet, Fred? I mean, Shane, has Fred beat you yet? Willie likes definitely there should be a spouse Bailey versus Whitehouse challenge.
Yes, that would be amazing. I would, and then you have to put a poll up for the winner.
Yeah. Connie meant what dance previously choreographed has the most sections. She remembers doing one that had an A, B, C, and D before.
I've choreographed a dance once that had A, B, C, D, E, F. It was an advanced dance for competition, so it was allowed.
Of course. Of course. So that would be. Did they even get to all 5 parts?
Yes.
Really? Whew.
Yes. I think No. They only got to 4 parts.
Oh, they only got
Here's
the
one
four
day.
parts, so they never got to E.
Yeah.
Shane, Fred's coming for you now. Fred goes, wow, Shane, get off this chat and stop lying. Apparently, Fred did not lose today, according to Fred.
Fred would always say that.
So,
So
Fred, a couple people have recommended, and I kind of agreed. I like the idea of a spouse challenge. You and Georgina versus the Baileys.
yes.
Giving y'all a song and letting y'all choreograph it up. Kind of like what we're doing here. We get to watch y'all do it. Think that could be fun and entertaining. Fred will also be on with me tomorrow talking. Truth is, I haven't beat him yet. Tell no one. Oh man.
Yes. I've seen pictures of them like going golfing.
Yeah. And Shane, next time y'all come to Orlando, man, they got that Top Golf 10 minutes from the Fitz Hotel, man. That, and they have the Mario Andretti golf carts in the same parking lot. We can go drive golf carts at 35 miles an hour and go to the golfing range all at the same time.
I did talk golf once on when we went for Darren's and Amy's wedding.
For the wedding, yep. It's
Yeah,
fun.
and,
I love it.
I never golfed before in my life. That was the first time. So, but it was really fun to do. It was really fun. I was really rubbish. Fred was even more rubbish. Yeah, he did not do good.
Apparently, during lockdown, that's what they've been doing is playing golf. They have just under 15 minutes to go, and they're still dancing around. It's Fred. The spouse thing. Not sure we would be married afterwards. You've written before. You have a co-written dance together.
We can always swap.
And the other idea they said we should do guys versus girls. You can do Amy and Georgie versus you and Darren, which I don't find kind of fair because y'all have written a lot together.
Yes.
So
that would not be fair.
that might not be fair. So
Because Fred and Shane have choreographed too many dances together.
so is Fred and Darren.
Yeah.
Antoinette just says, what about an old school versus new school challenge? Ooh, how old do we go though?
Yeah, but what is old school?
Yeah, define old school because
Define old school. Yeah.
and tread lightly because
Because who's gonna be old school? Who's gonna be new school?
that could be an interesting one. Old school versus new school. Bring back get Guyton to come out of retirement.
You have Blair Morgan against who do we say?
Max Perry.
Yes, Max Perry. I was like thinking like Max Perry. That would be like the two extremes. Like
That would be.
legend.
Shane just says, yeah, it wouldn't be fair. Georgina and Amy would whip their. Julie says we should put Max Perry and Shane together. Ooh. That could be fun. Steve says old school could be Scott Blevins, John Robinson, and Joe. I'm guessing that's Thompson Szymanski. Steven, be careful. I don't know if Scott likes to be called old. Antoinette also says Roth Fowler could be in that mix. That would be a good one. If I could get a hold of all of them, it would be fun to watch Masters in Line do another dance together.
Yeah, but what is new school then? You know, who is new school? Because is there a middle school then?
Is there a middle school? Oh man.
I think people like Brett and me. I think we are like more middle school.
Actually, yeah, probably. Actually, I think what would be a fun one to watch, and this would be a very interesting one, and this, Tim said Scott is old. and I'm gonna butcher his last name, but Raymond Salermain and Guyton against Shane and Fred. That would be a fun one to watch.
Guyton and Raymond have two really, really different styles.
They do, but Guyton is known to change his style.
True.
Yes, Guyton has been known to change his style to adapt depending on the song.
Yeah.
So we have just over 10 minutes to go.
I
see
would
Tim
say-
doing a lot of dancing.
I would say Guyton and Rebecca against Shane and
Ooh.
yes, because or Guyton and Roy DiSbrodo.
Oh yes, there we go. That could be a
You know
fun
that?
one.
Then you have like whew,
There you got an even playing field. There you got an even playing field.
that would be good matches.
That would be.
Yes.
That would be. I already said that when we get back together again, because I was wanting to go and do it at Chicago, the eating contest between Roy Hasbrodo and Fred Whitehouse. That would be amazing to watch.
Yeah. I think Roy's gonna win.
I don't know. I've seen Fred put away some food too.
Yeah, but I've seen Roy eat. But the problem is now with Roy is that he has so much allergies to a lot. So that is more an issue now with the food with him. But unfortunately, so
just like the beginning, Debbie's sitting back down and Tim's dancing.
yeah, do this, do that, yes, up, move your butt, yes, beach right, beach left. I'm trying to translate what
What
she's saying.
Debbie's saying to him.
Yeah. Shimmy here, shimmy there. Maybe we're not gonna make it in 10 minutes.
Julie just said Rachel will win. Trust me. I've been to an all-you-can-eat with Rachel. I know. We've been to a dinner. So, yeah. Fred says no chance Roy would eat my plate, too. Roy is a beast.
You know, if I ever, like, I will have my event next year. If I ever invite Fred or Roy ever, I will only pay for all how do you say that? One price, all you can
eat, right. Yeah. Shane
I'm
says
not
we could
making
live
them
stream
for
that
the-
eating contest. Come on, Kelly, get on your show. That would be awesome if I can get if we can do it. Roy and Fred will agree to it, and we can agree on something they can get in their house to eat. Both of them. I would love to have the eating contest. Hot dogs seem to be a popular choice. We just saw Joey Chestnut, Mr. Jaws, on July 4th broke the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. He ate 75 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes, breaking his previous record of 74 that he set 2 years ago. He has won 14 out of the past 15 straight years, and he has ate over 70 hot dogs in 10 minutes 5 times. That would be, yeah, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. Go watch the video.
Nah, I'll be puking. I'll be like, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Jason Takahashi just said Rebecca and Guyton's last dance, you, me, and the dance floor was a little bit extra, as he put it. Jason, did anyone ask if it is weird for Debbie because she doesn't like to dance her dances when she choreographs? It did say earlier, Big Jim did say, Jason, that Joey is not here to demo it for her. So, but she'll probably have Tim demo it by himself, and probably Tim teach it as well, if we know Debs.
So yes,
we have 7 minutes left, and I've yet to see Debbie dance a full phrase. I agree. This is not her normal method. I know, right?
Now the stress is kicking in. Oh,
Shane just said, "Excuse me, Mr. Takahashi. That was Guyton, Rebecca, me, Roy, and Fiona. No wonder it was a little bit extra." But yeah, Fred, Shane, talk to Habby. If we can get an eating contest up, I know it'll be late there when we do it. We can always do a special edition of the Highway earlier in the day around y'all's dinner time. I'll be glad to hold an eating contest live right here on the show. I think it would be fun to watch you guys chow down as it may. And I think it would be even funnier to watch Georgina and Fiona try to clean up after them. Keep it where food doesn't fly all over the houses. Willie just said, this is what I like about these challenges. We see how different people have different thought processes and way in choreographing their dances, and also how they work together. I know. I almost should turn around and put two people on that maybe have never met before. Ooh,
yes, that would be interesting.
That
because
would be an interesting one too.
Yes. Yes. Who?
I don't know. That's the thing, because a lot of people know each other right now.
Yes, and a
or
lot
at
of
least,
people
or at least met through all this virtual stuff. So finding two that have never,
or two that have never choreographed together.
right, that would be another one. Tim and Debbie have choreographed, and you and the boys have choreographed. So that might not be a bad idea if I come up with two that we never choreographed.
Two that have never choreographed together. So that would be interesting as well, because then it's like even harder because you don't know how the other ones choreograph or how they work with choreography.
Yeah. Kelly just said a good one. John Robinson and Grace David. That would be an interesting combo, I think. That could be a very interesting combo because John is he could be anywhere.
And you can do it middle of the night. Grace will be awake.
Yeah.
So
Tim is giggling. That is not. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign.
Yeah, I don't know if he's giggling.
He's giving us a look. So,
Tim, you have 4 minutes 20. Oh yeah, Debbie gave me the look. Debbie gave me the look.
Yep, I'm getting. I know.
Hey, ABC TAC, come on, you can do it. You can do it. She's checking how Tim is doing it.
She's checking to make sure Tim's doing it the way she wants him to do it.
Yeah. Giving directions. Yes. Up, shimmy, 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 yay!
So for those who are still with us, I know it's after 6, so it's after the hour. These episodes with these challenges, we will go until after they're done and after one of them demos it, due to the fact that I give them exactly 60 minutes from the time they get the song. And at the 30-minute mark, we usually stop and halfway check on them and do that. Make sure they're okay and have them do shots usually. The last two have.
Yes, they have to do a shot at the end then as well to celebrate. That should be the new thing as well then.
So, she's empty. She's like, I can't do anymore. We're empty. So, next week I'm thinking about having a country challenge, guys. I think that's since we've done 2 pops. Last week we had the one that Daniel and Jose and JP did, the song from Songland, Brennan Joy. This week Daniel provided a great song, 80s Baby by New Kids on the Block. Great track. I'm sure these two are going to nail it. So next week I'm going to do a country challenge. Don't know what day yet. It will not be Tuesday. So give me some ideas. Who you want to see on screen doing this challenge? So I'm sure Tim and Debbie are like, I'm not coming back on. Uh-oh, hey, Roy. Is Mr. Hat as a Brodo in the chat? I hear a lot of people saying, hey, Roy, ready for your turn next? Is Mr. Roy in the chat joining us today?
Maybe, I don't know.
I know I don't see him, but I see a lot of people saying his name, saying, hey, Roy, hey, Roy. Jeff Camp said I should pick people who do not do a lot of country a lot to do the country track.
Shane.
Amy says Roy is here. Roy! A lot of people want to see you do an eating contest.
Food. Glorious
Also,
food.
get a part of this choreography challenge. I'd love to have you and Roy. Have you and Fiona on as well. Jim's just like, that's a broto Roy. JP Maj says for country, Shane and Rob Fowler. Jacqueline wants to know, Danny, do you have most of your workshops planned out for the Extreme 24-Hour Challenge? I'm going to go with answering that's probably a big no. Well, he might have his 8. He probably has his section done. The other 16, not a chance.
I kind of roughly know what I'm going to teach, but there will be probably 3 to 4 new dances, brand new dances from me. So don't miss out. Jose and JP are bringing new dances as well.
Right, the timer has gone off, guys. If you can hear me, unmute your mics, please. I think they're gonna ignore me now.
Yes.
Debs, Tim, Debbie, Tim.
Time's up. Time's up.
The time is up. Guys, can you unmute your mic? Stop yelling at the camera, Tim. Debbie, unmute your mics, guys. Debbie's like, oh, you talking to me?
Debbie. They're talking to us, Dave.
Hey, Mr. Johnson, paging Mr. Tim Johnson. So he turns
I pressed the
me
wrong
off.
button, sorry. There we go.
So, the 60 minutes are up.
Yeah.
Did you survive?
We survived. We're not quite there. This track is so nice. We don't want to...
Tim, show them the whole dance.
Yes.
What?
So you didn't finish it?
Is it finished?
No.
No. Like, how much is not done?
Quite a bit.
Part B.
Part B.
Part B. Do you know what the problem that we have is that A is phrased A, B, C, D. So it's like 100 and something, 96 add 32. Work that out.
So it's
28,
huge.
128, 128 counts in an hour. Is quite a lot. And you've probably asked the 2 perfectionists.
Yeah.
It's like you give me a track that
you know what? I'd rather fail than release something that I'm not happy with.
Yeah.
And I think everyone knows that about me anyway. So I'm happy to say that I've failed, and I'm also really happy to say that me and Tim have got claim on this song now.
So because we have a couple of counts and decent steps, but as Deb said, A step it happens 3 times, but twice it's distinctly different, and there's some cool bits in each that we want to hit.
And you want to hit everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there is so much cool stuff in here. Like this, you could use such a nice dance. I mean, because we looked at it and went, well, we could either do a 32, we could do a 64, we could just like run over all the lyrics.
Just dance straight through it with the 32, but it's too good for that.
Yeah, we could get it done in an hour, but well, do we want to try and hit it? And we went, let's try and hit it. And then we suddenly went, oh god, it's got a million steps in it.
Yeah, and we've got 12 minutes left.
But really cool track, and you know, it's going to be nice. It's really cool. A lot of fun so far.
Awesome.
Well, I'm happy to hear that at least you really, really like the song. I had a little fear that maybe Debbie would not like it. I was like, well, I knew that Tim would love it. So
I'm happy with a bit of funk.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. But what happens if they fail the challenge?
I never thought that far because I wasn't sure that they would. So obviously y'all are how much y'all got left?
I'm out. What, the dance or?
So we've got what? Half of A. We've got all the tag. Half of.
Which
Is it
Tim
B or-
Shane already said a tag in an ABC dance just makes it D.
It is D.
No,
It's
it's
32 counts as well.
It's
That's what I mean.
So Willie Brown and Maddie are saying that you have to do shots because you failed.
It's awfully late there, guys. You're gonna kill them. It's already after 11.
Up in the morning, work.
Right, Julie. That just proves that the good choreography is not just turned out. I 100% agree with it. 100% agree with that statement.
Julie, this is why I am your slug in a drawer.
So,
This is
when do
why.
you think you guys can have this finished by? When are y'all gonna work on it again?
We should be good for like Chicago next year. Like
Yeah, by the time we can dance on the dance floor, it'll be done.
Can you show us what you
I
kind of
tell
have?
you what. Today's Wednesday, right?
yeah.
I will
How
give.
about by next Wednesday before the next one?
Yeah.
So for next
Is there a
Wednesday,
next one?
one of you are gonna come back and demo it here on the highway before you teach it on Streamline. How's that sound?
Oh, Tim would love to do that.
I'll demo it.
We called that,
Debbie's
Daniel, did we
gonna
not?
teach it.
Yes. He said Debbie's gonna make Tim teach it.
And demo
You
it.
know me so well.
No, it's either demo
Everyone
or
wants to
teach.
see the
I don't
Timmy
mind which
shimmy.
one.
So I think it's only fair that it's Tim.
Okay.
Listen, it's demo or teach. What do you want to do? I don't mind which.
Shane
let you
says
know.
32 counts is definitely a D, Tim. And
Shut up,
and
Shane.
we're not going to listen to
Thank
JP
you.
Maj's comment because JP says for every count that you're missing is the shot that you do. They would be dead.
Bro,
What are you saying,
I've
Kel?
got
That
to
we
go to
haven't
bed in a
written
minute.
enough?
I don't have enough time. For
Hey,
that.
by the way, Jason has something. What do you mean didn't think of consequences of failing? After been harping on Jose to shave his eyebrows.
One, Jose said he's going to stay awake for 24 hours. If you've ever
No.
partied with him and watched him drink, you know he's got a good 2 to 3 hours before he's going to collapse, right? He will start drinking at midday.
I
My
am
money is
there.
on him going out first.
I am there. I'm gonna.
It's in
I'm
this
gonna-
order, right? JP, he'll make it. Danny, provided Jose doesn't make him fall asleep, maybe. Jose, he's going to sleep. He's going to sleep.
Yeah.
If
I woke
Danny
him up
can
one
limit
too many
Jose's
times.
number of shots, we might be okay.
Yeah, if he drinks milk, he's fine.
Yeah, give him milk. Don't
Yeah.
give him alcohol. What would Jacqueline's put? I would love to do that. I'm worried. What would I love to do? That's really worrying. I've obviously missed something there.
I would be
No,
worried. I'm assuming that means come back and demo it and teach it.
Am I doing? Hang on. How have I got both? I can't have both.
Have you
Aw.
met Deb?
Congratulations, Tim.
Debs, okay, but
They
you need
love
to do
you.
it.
It's what the crowd want.
It's-
The people, Tim. Think of the people.
Michael Lynn, wax me. Is it? No.
Jason
Right,
says
Shane's
that
already
y'all
had
need
the
to get
beard.
waxed. That's where it come up. There we go.
No.
Now I see the comment.
Have you seen? Dude,
Could
I
I
wax
wax
ringlets.
Tim?
This
Let
is
that
it.
be the
Horrendous.
challenge. Tim, can I wax you?
No, God no.
Can I do it? I live 20 minutes away.
No.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys for coming on and doing it. One last thing before we go. Next week, I've already announced, will be a country challenge. Oh, Kelly actually just came up with an idea. Debbie, since Tim is doing the demo and the teach, you can write the step sheet.
Oh, can I do the demo?
Now she's
I-
changing. Now
Debbie.
she's changing.
I
Tim,
got
we're gonna need to change some of the steps.
I got thrown under the bus. I had to make the step sheet as well.
Tim,
the
Shane
last-
says
Yeah,
the
but yours
pink
is
beard
only
still
10
stands. You got
counts.
2 weeks.
I'll take the pink beard. 2021 now that it's going to have to be.
And
But I will
Jason says you should wax the peach.
Oh, I'll do that for him.
Oh,
No.
not an avenue we want to go down, my friend.
All right, so real quick, guys. I've already announced next week is going to be a country challenge. I'm going to get a country track. Who do you think we should see doing a country challenge?
Madison. Madison. Madison.
It's too easy for her. She always writes.
She does right. Debbie,
Yes.
who would you like to see do a country challenge?
How about Shane?
If it's a good song, can you just give me the song instead? Because I need some good country ones.
You're gonna yell when you hear the one me and Daniel kept there.
What is it?
I'm not telling. Tim has heard it.
Yeah.
Tim
It's
heard
not
it.
there.
I've got one, Debs, that we can do. I've got a country track if you want to do it.
Yes.
Really nice.
Let's do that for the next hour.
Yeah, let's stay up all
We'll
night.
see that for the next hour. All right, so I'll pick a day next week, but next Wednesday for sure, guys. One of them, or probably Tim, is going to come on and demo it for you because we know Debbie's not.
Probably.
Huge shout out to you guys for going through this. I know this is nerve wracking. I've already got told I
I'm
should.
sorry.
I've
I'm
already got
sorry
told
that
I
we
should be in
failed
one
you,
of these.
Sorry that we didn't get that. I promise it'll be worth it though, because it's such a
I
cool
have no
track.
doubt I've
So,
listened to the song.
thank
I know
you,
it's
guys.
going to be worth it.
Thank you.
So
if
how,
you-
how was it to do that, guys? For you guys, because I did last week. How was it for you guys?
It's so different because normally, obviously, when you choreograph for someone, you're normally in a room. It's quiet. You play the music. You can throw ideas about. It's a lot harder when you're not in the same room, and also there's the time pressure. Because although typically you'll write a dance in maybe an hour, maybe two, maybe a couple of days, depends on how it will flow. But man, hard, really hard, and nerve-wracking.
Yes.
I think it's just watching the time counting down as well.
Yeah, and I think Debbie, I think Tim muted us as well. I think, but I think you didn't. So you heard us talking in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
heard you talking to.
I
And
have
I
to
was
say.
trying to listen to the song through WhatsApp
Yeah.
with Tim, so I couldn't hear it as well here as I wanted to. You know when
Yes,
you need to
and you
be
had a delay.
surrounded.
And you had a delay.
And also, I felt like I had to stand up just because Tim was standing up.
We said that too. We're like all of a sudden, 30 minutes in, Debbie decided to stand up. I'm like, where'd this come from?
That was peer pressure.
I did saw some twerking, Deb.
Yeah, we did
Some
see
things
some
around.
twerk movements.
Yeah, we were trying to find some typical 80s stuff to throw in there.
Like I said to Daniel, I'm surprised Timmy didn't go to his collection of boy band music videos and pull out all the NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and.
Oh, that's coming. It's like everyone needs to have a little prop chair, and then
Kelly,
halfway through the song, when the key change comes, they'll grab the air and they stand up from their chair like, I want it stay
we
with
specifically spoke about this, Kelly. You can't tell the world about the boy band thing, all right?
Oh, but huge shout out! Thank you guys for coming on and doing this. I'm looking forward to seeing the dance. Huge shout out to my bro Daniel for coming on and co-hosting with me. Was an absolute blast. Definitely gonna have to have you on co-hosting again. This is fun. So definitely. So tomorrow, guys, I have Fred Whitehouse joining me. We are gonna talk about my top 10 dances of his. They've already been bets in the chat of what my number one's gonna be. So we're going to see how that goes tomorrow. And then no show currently right now on Friday. Prepare for the weekend. But already next week, we're going to have a country challenge up next week. And we're definitely going to have, more than likely, Mr. Tim Johnson back on to demo the hit dance. I'm sure this will be, because this song, I'm going to share it on Facebook, guys. If you haven't heard it yet, let me tell you, you're going to love this track. And I can't believe there wasn't a dance to it. I was shocked.
You know why? It's because it's A, B, C, D, Kel. That's
It
why.
is.
That doesn't scare most people away.
And the counting, you've got enough time to go and grab a drink, polish your car.
Yeah.
There's loads of time for the counting. Done.
So thank you out there for everyone joined us. Thank you guys again. And we'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.